Probably a little too slow. No play till turn 3. This hand's definitely keepable though. Any decks with new Elishnorn? No, not yet. Not yet. I definitely want to cast that card, dude. This set is awesome for streaming. This is like been the best set to be streaming for since Modern Horizons 2, where like interesting sets to stream with are decks with lots of proactive cards to brew around. For the longest time, I think Kamigawa was really good. I think this one's better than Kamigawa because Kamigawa was like so artifact focused, and if you didn't like artifact decks, you like work that into it. But there's just so many opportunities and so many possibilities with this set. Where like if you just have like some reactive cards, it's not as interesting. But this set has been so interesting. It's been awesome. Hell's Melticore, we haven't played it yet. I think I'm gonna minus Tyvar here, because if I find a wall that makes mana, we can cast our Axebane Guardian. Which we did find, although maybe I want Wall of Omens, because I do need a payoff here. It's close. This is so much mana. We'll take the card. Okay. Well, having a payoff on top, whatever, it's fine. Seems we forget. Yeah, I've heard the dialogue that the set is pretty bad for limited. So here's something too, like, how many drafts or sealed games of sealed do you typically play before you decide how you feel about a constructed format? Because for me, it's usually a lot. I'm sorry, limited format. For me, it's usually a lot. So when I hear people saying that the new set is like bad for limited, it feels early to me. 19 drafts, 1 game, 30-ish, yeah. So yeah, I think that's like about me too. Okay, so I can court for an Overgrown Battlements here, draw a card, and hopefully chain that, like draw a Karn off of that. Well, not a bad turn, even if we do brick here, huh? Do brick. Got a ton of power in play, though. Seems pretty bomb heavy. Some cards are fun to play against. Not a good removal. And rest forward, yeah. To be fair, like, I'm actually someone that as someone who doesn't play a lot of limited these days, I do like a Monday night draft with friends, like once a month, once every like 2 months. Just whenever I can make it out, I guess, which is not that often. But as someone that does play, limited very casually, I actually really enjoy bomb-heavy formats. I think that they're like fun and splashy and good to play like once or twice. I don't know, but like, obviously that's not the probably should not be the goal. We're dead, probably dead, yeah. Yeah, good luck, Nicole. Good luck. Good luck. I want to see the lines. I want to see the deck in action here. So 3 amulets. It's a lot of amulets, huh? Maybe my evaluation is wrong and Gardens is broken. I mean, Gardens is definitely good. This is a turn 4 kill for Titan, though. It's not like that's anything too crazy. But yeah, Gardens is definitely very good. I want to make my opponent kill me, though. My last opponent messed it up. Yeah, honestly, like, I think that card design, set design since... Like, it even hurts me to say this, but Call Time was definitely, like, full of huge mistakes. Or, like, in the context of Modern, at least. But I still did like Call Time. But after Call Time... I even liked Modern Horizons 2 a lot, but, like... after Call Time, I really liked set design. But, like, War of the Spark to Call Time was miserable. What was called Time of Smite? Tybalt's Trickery and Valky broke Modern. The Cascade Valky was the best Modern... I think I'm not going to bring in the Bridges. Cascade Valky was the best Modern deck in Modern's history. Yeah, I like Image 2 Limited a lot. I've actually played a decent amount of it. 7 mana Planeswalker turn 3, dude, turn 1. Better, yes, much better than Eldrazi Winter, much better than Urza, like 6, better than Hogak. The Cascade Valky deck was much better than all of those decks. Why Scoop? I scooped because I was super dead, was the main reason. So mull to 6. Yeah, even better than Wall combo. Yeah, Simian Spirit Guide was still legal, so you can Simian. So I've told this story a million times, but like at a PTQ, my opponent on the play went turn 1, Simian Spirit Guide, Violent Outburst for Valky. I Force of Negation their Valky, and they commandeered my Force of Negation. Turn 1 Valky through a Force of Negation. It was nuts. And obviously that's, you know, like just one, like particularly egregious example, sure. But there was like, it got to play like tons of really powerful free interaction while also being able to cast Valky on turn 1 or turn 2 really consistently. Yeah, I think it was 6 or 7 cards. It was 3 mana sources, Simian Spirit Guide, Commandeer 2 blue cards. Yeah, it was like the perfect 7. But like I went into that tournament main decking like 3 Pithing Needles. I think it was main decking 4 4s, 3 Pithing Needle, Hierarch and Fairy, counter spells, and it was like laughably like not close to enough. Okay, so let's go get Overgrown Tomb and then go Wall of Roots into Tyvar. Untap Battlement. Play Battlement. They banned Valky. They changed how Cascade works with Valky. So you have to Cascade into Valky, not Tybalt. Why was Simian Spirit Guide was banned? When Simian Spirit Guide was banned, I think that there were 4 decks at the time legal in the format that like could kill you turn 1 with like a pretty reasonable degree of consistency, and it was, you know, very much because of those decks that it got banned. Okay, so if I need to make sure just untapping this isn't lethal, right? That's 8 plus 9. No, not quite. So let's go untap Battlements. Or maybe I could have tapped this Battlements instead. Maybe a minus this, looking for Defender. Ooh, gross. Damn. Yeah, so Oops All Spells could kill you turn 1. Belcher could kill you turn 1. So Belcher and Neoform would kill you turn 1 way more often than Oops All Spells would, but Oops All Spells could with Spirit Guide. And then there was Tybalt's Trickery, which usually put Imricul into play turn 1 instead of like actually killing you, but in theory could kill you. Goryo's. So at that time, Faithless Looting was banned. So, like, in theory, sure, Goryo's could kill you, but it was not a deck that was really played. Yeah, Trickery wasn't too bad, but it's also, like, yeah, it was not a healthy card for the format. I don't think we're dead here. I have some top decks. A ton of mana. Really just need to find a Karn. Is this version of Amulet better than the version with Summer Bloom? I mean, like, yes, but it's not just because of Myconith Gardens. It's because of, like, Saga, Dryad, Cultivator, Colossus, Arboreal Grazer, Gardens now. I think that the combination of those cards does make it better. Dude, 2 gardens? I'm gonna take 8. Oh wow, awesome, we win. I guess they could have something. They're pretty good at top decking Karn in this matchup, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go to minus just to try to put another. I should have done it before tapping. I'm just gonna try to put a defender into play. If you fail to do that, that's okay. Yeah, Titan players seem to be pretty inexperienced. Pretty inexperienced in the wall matchup. Alright, let's go for game 3. Yeah, I don't think the bridges are just because of their easy access to Boseiju. I don't think they really do enough. Alright, got to mulligan this. I have to mulligan this. Have to keep this, I guess. Uh-oh. I mean, my opponent getting double gardens there, it's like, I think to some extent they're testing the new cards, testing lines and stuff. But I agree, probably not correct. Would you want a creature you can tutor Karn to on ETB to Chord 4? I would not. I would be interested in it if it was a good card. I'm not interested in playing like Thalia's Lancers, which is like probably the only thing you could do. I'll just draw Karn, right? So if I Boseiju this, they can Titan. If I Boseiju this, they can Titan. So I'm just gonna cast Wall. Maybe we should have Force of Vigors on the side for this matchup. When does Wizards normally add new cards to Gather website to read basic rules? I have no idea. I don't ever read. I just use Magic Online's interface. Boseiju for the bounce land? Yeah, but the problem is, like, they have an extra land drop. I guess, yeah, the extra land drop means that they have another bounce land they can Titan. So I think I just mostly need them to have a bricked hand. Alright, this may be Titan Thursday day. And a lot of one-landers. Okay, keep this one, though. Minute for Titan kill, 2 amulets plus Titan trigger. That's almost always enough, yeah. But, you know, there's, like, other factors like interaction and stuff. Rude opponent. Gemstone Cavern Exile Mind Slaver. Wow. Can Karn for that later. Could get my turn 2 on the play. Battlements countered. I guess if they counter it, then I can Tyvar it back, probably. EDH Twitter's new crusade is proliferate. Why? Are they saying it's like proliferate cards are too good? It's always funny to me when EDH Twitter like calls like types of cards like that too good. It's like which proliferate card specifically? Although the 3-mana artifact, that one probably is actually really really nasty. Draw, step, repeal. Okay, sure. Guess we'll just go Wall of Roots, Battlement. Gonna Natty Tron me. Oh yeah, maybe the new staff too. But yeah, my philosophy is always like, there are not broken mechanics, there are broken cards. Natty Tron, baby. Gemstone Cavern, Natty Tron. Let's go. Cityscape Leveler. They targeted the wrong one. Companion is not a broken mechanic inherently. If you look at like Umori, if you look at like Lutri and 60 card formats, you can have companions. Maybe initially though companion was broken, but again, you could have designed companion to be like not nearly as egregious as it is. It just happens that like there's only 10 companions and most of them are pretty pushed. Don't we win here? I don't think so. I hope we win here, though. So Tyvar is mana neutral if I go play Wall of Roots. Go Wall of Roots minus... Okay, it's mana positive. Okay, still get Wall of Roots, so I can go... Now I can go Karn for a 3-drop because I have the Power Stone token, so Karn for Bridge. Cool turn. I'd argue most turn push, yeah, but again, that's the point though. It's like you could design each companion to be like much more reasonable versions than they are. No hybrid mana, not giving any card advantage would, you know, kind of be the start. Uh-oh. Do I have a leveler? I don't think I have a leveler. Kind of think that just beats me. Find Arcades, I guess. Anti is broken. Okay, yes. I agree with that, actually. Companion is flawed and competitive constructed the same way conspiracies are flawed in competitive construction. Imagine the start of the game with 8 conspiracies and the commands that warp in the game. I mean, that's pretty hyperbolic, but I do see your point. It is also different, though. Like, I actually think in the context of Modern, Obosh is the perfect companion. Obosh always has a really real and meaningful deck building decisions where it feels like every time you play an Obosh deck, you are like consciously and actively losing out on important pieces that you would like want, but you get Obosh. And I think that Obosh is in the context of Modern, at least, obviously, you know, just in Modern, the perfect companion. Gyruda has restrictions. Yeah, but Gyruda like wins the game on the spot, which I think is bad. Wow. Okay, I think we win. This is I went from thinking we could never win to thinking that we might actually just win this turn. Oh, hold on, no. I need to think. So 4 mana, 5. I need to get Arcades, and I need to be able to attack the Karn. So I don't want to attack with the Battlement, so we'll attack with the Wall of Omens and the Wall of Roots. Then what? Can't win with the Staff. Let's just check. So the problem is I go down to mana. This is the second league with the deck. We went 3-2 the first league. It was definitely like very fun. Oh, I thought this had... I didn't forget I played this turn. Okay, so I have to attack with the Battlements. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd attack with this. That's okay, though. Dude, attack, just blocking the wrong one still. It's like they keep blocking that one instead. Okay, so I have 4 mana. So I can stone... I think I'm just going to Stone Brain their Karns. Their Sundering Titan doesn't matter. Karn is like the card that matters, right? Ugin? They're Mono Blutron. They're not going to have Ugins. Or they might have one Ugin. Who knows? It's Mono Blutron, right? Unless they cast another level. Yeah, they have some outs, but I think this is the main. I think this is fine. Then it's Sundering Titan, Teleria West. They are only playing 3 cards. They do have a Leveler the main. They have an Emrakul the Promised End. They can transmute Teleria West for Academy Ruins. A Boro, Fiery Islet. That's it. Explosives. Okay, we have explosives turned off by Karn. Mindsaber? There was a Mindsaber? I totally missed it. They have one in Exile to Caverns. 3 years is mine? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Dude, attacking and killing a Karn with an Ensnaring Bridge in play is so funny. There are 2 Slavers left. Well, we have, the Karn is at least turning off the Slavers, so really have to draw Sundering Titan. Or sorry, not Sundering Titan, Cityscape Leveler. I think that's... Or Repeal. Repeal would also be good. Yeah, like this, they're only playing like 11 Tron lands. It's so dumb. I just can't even. Oh, Classic plays Island before Sundering Titan too. That's brutal. Oh no, it doesn't matter. I have the Spars headquarters. They're fine actually. Never mind. They're fine. I guess I'm cut off of like Wall of Omens now. I don't know. Mono Blue Tron players literally just do whatever they feel like. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. There's no method to madness. Let's cash in the Tyvar, I think. Get Wall of Blossoms. Draw 2. I don't have any... Oh, okay, I can't make black mana with this turn. Yeah, so we're just going to... Okay, we get to draw a card. That's right. Although I don't have another fetchable black source. Is this the same one that Steve been playing? It's like it's similar. I'm playing Karn. Steve wasn't playing Karn, I think. I could be wrong about that. But you know, we're playing it with Tyvar, which is a big upgrade for the archetype. Let me go ahead and attack with my Arcades real quick. Smack them for 5. My one of Overgrown Tomb is in the graveyard, so I'm pretty sure I can't play this Tyvar and continue, but why don't we go ahead and punish them for only playing 3 copies of Urza's Mine. The Power Stone came from the Leveler. I can't believe my opponent had turn 1 Gemstone Caverns into did they counter? No, they went turn 1 Gemstone Caverns, turn 2 repeal my Overgrown Battlements, turn 3 Cityscape Leveler into Karn, and oh, speaking of Karn, I gotta plus this. And we're just like ahead. Oh, I do have the Godless Shrine. I forgot about the Godless Shrine. Right. Okay, we could have Tyvar here. Oops. Oh, I thought it was each creature. Okay, I thought it was each creature deals damage equal to its toughness. That's like second times I've gotten this wrong. Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like, Nassif played a version like this. They drew the Leveler. Ugh. Of course, they drew the freaking Leveler. Of course they drew the Leveler. The Ballista was at least shut down by Karn. Attack me with both. Destroy Arcades. Okay, so they just don't know how the deck works. You blow up Arcades here. If you don't kill Karn, you die. Love the streams. My opponent says. Funny time. Thank you. I love the streams too. If you don't kill Arcades, you die on board. Maybe. I mean, I suppose so. I'm not sure. Maybe you have enough toughness. Listen, I don't do combat here. I only combo kill with Staff of Domination. That's all I know how to do. Just show them that I have the old Walking Ballista here. But I'll probably realize in a second. We got them done for. Piano, 26 months, thank you. I mean, it's okay that they're not conceding. I think that they just need a second to absorb what's happening. Some people do have the mindset that, oh, Spike's a content creator. He wants to click through it. That is usually not the case, although sometimes it is. Okay, I'm gonna click submit, and I'm gonna use the restroom real quick too. Okay, how's our hand? It's good enough. Points on the mold to 6. Did you players been forced to do a thing about the league to do? I mean, it just kind of depends, right? It's a little bit of nuance. I'm okay clicking through the combo. Eyeball with 19 months, thank you. Let's see if they have a fast Tron, huh? Last time I got paired against Seth, I conceded. What was the deck? I think it was like the first draft of Anviltron. Like the first time I played Anviltron off stream when I was working on it. It was before it had Tron in the deck. I got paired against Seth and I conceded so I could keep the deck secret for the next stream. Do you think Death and Text would be good at FNM level? Yeah, for sure. For sure. Make sure that you stare at Flicker Wisp as long as possible. And the longer you stare at it, the better it gets. Keenan might be good in the deck. I mean, Keenan's not a defender. You could play one as a tutor target. Keenan also doesn't work with Wall of Roots. I'm not like completely opposed to it though. Okay, definitely gonna play Tyvar. Tyvar minus. Could get countered, put a punch on a mold to 5. Definitely don't mind just jamming. Is it reasonable to play like Soul Warden and maybe a Heliod package of Death and Taxes? I have a Heliod list that's mono white that I think is really good, and you can play Thalia, or sorry, I have a mono white version. I have a version splashing red. The red's like Ragavan is like really good in that deck specifically, because you get to buff it and you have like Wall of Giver Runes and stuff. I digress. But yes, you can. You can if you want to. Okay, so let me go green, or I guess I should maybe just go get the Wall of Omens and play because it's a bit harder to cast. But play 2 walls, then untap the Axebane Guardian. I think Bring to Light Scapeshift is a decent choice to go 4-color creativity. Bring to Light Scapeshift is fine. It is definitely a deck that is very powerful when you curve well, like, you know, most decks in Modern. Whenever I've played that deck, I usually feel like I'm a bit concerned about being kind of vulnerable to mana screw or mana flood, but yeah, that is an issue you could run into with any deck also. I'm gonna repeal? Dismember? Something. Academy Ruins Expedition map. Plus Dismember. Okay. Sure. So I can't Chord for 2 because I didn't play the Wall of Blossoms also. That's okay. I like the Raw Priest deck yesterday. It was really fun. I like what was like one thing that I thought was really like cool and promising about that deck too is at every single game we lost to like Mana Flood or Mana Screw, which might sound like a complaint, but like the reality is that when you're playtesting and you're losing to variants, but when you get to do your thing, you're winning every single time. It's a really good sign. Okay, so green. Oh, I thought I had enough mana to Chord for Arcades, then Axebane Guardian. I have to Axebane Guardian first. So I still have the Tyvar untapped though. I guess I'm not sorry. I'm not supposed to be tapping these though. I'm supposed to just like kill them with the Arcades, huh? I keep like just not. I keep not thinking of Arcades as a win condition. I'm just like, I'm gonna draw cards with this. And if I can't do that, what is the point? Oh yeah, literally, when are you gonna ever attack in this with this deck? Oh, hold on. Yeah, we need that in black. Just use this other Tyvar as a ritual. You're just always gonna combo though. Okay, so I'll get the Staff of Domination. I'll untap my Axebane Guardian. And then I'll quickly kill my opponent before comboing. What, Chain Veil? I don't think you need Chain Veil. I could be wrong. Winning the game 1 was crazy. Other one-landers. I don't like it, but I think I'm going to keep on the draw on 6. Have the Faith I'll draw land. Trying to find the list. Okay, too many deck building. I'm not sure where it is, but mostly like so we were talking about playing Tyvar with Dauthi Voidwalker, Stoneforge Mystic, Priest of Felrights, and after a little bit of evaluation and building the deck, it looked okay, and then I realized Nihiri was just better than Tyvar in that shell. I think if your plan is to like use a 3-mana Planeswalker and you want to be able to like return Dauthi Voidwalker, give it haste. Return Stoneforge Mystic, give it haste. Return Priest of Felrights, give it haste. Nihiri also does that for 3 mana, but she does it while also being able to protect herself with a +1 and draw cards with a +1. Like, you don't really get any value out of the Tyvar, or much value out of Tyvar's static ability in that deck. Fast game 1. I'm gonna bring in my bridges this time though, or 3 of them. So that was kind of my my attitude, I guess. So I'm still messing around with the list, and so like one thing I got kind of stuck on was like if you're playing red if you're Mardu instead of Abzan, do you want to play Seasoned Pyromancer? Since Seasoned Pyromancer is really good with Nihiri, and where I got kind of stuck was that the mana base for Dauthi Voidwalker plus Seasoned Pyromancer plus the White Splash didn't seem bad, but also didn't seem very free. It didn't seem very free. So I'm just trying to figure it out. But I'll likely figure it out by tomorrow. Interested in Reanimator variant with Tyvar Priest of Far Right. So yeah, I guess like what I'm saying is, as far as like the Tyvar Reanimator shells, I think that they're almost always going to be better as if you just play Nahiri instead, right? Nahiri's a looter. Nahiri also like gets back your priest for 0 mana. But like the rest of the card is better. Did I concede turn 2? Yeah, I didn't hit my second land drop, and they cast Godless Agent into Rhinos. So I guess I'm gonna try to Karn for Chalice here. I think I'll play the Wall of Omens. Could, you know, obviously play Bridge instead. I like that I can draw, play a 2 mana wall if I draw one here. They go Agent. I can potentially Karn for explosives. Seems like they boarded in Blood Moon or have Blood Moon. The only thing Tyvar will do is give Priest from your hand haste. Yeah, that is something, but like I think the rest of Nahiri is like largely better. But I could be wrong. Like if you have a Nahiri in your hand, you can like loot it away. Oh, Fury is really good here. Pitching Dead Gone. My time watching Spiky's never respond to a highlight message. Yeah, in some ways, I feel like I just tune out highlighted messages because like I don't know why, but I've heard other streamers do it too. It's just like, you know, if I want to read your message, I'll read it. If I read your message, I read it. You know, it's unlikely that whatever is highlighted is super pressing. Is Liliana the new Bitter Blossom? Liliana of the Veil? I don't know. I mean, I was trophying with Liliana in like the Rakdos deck as, you know, as late last year. Is Liliana a good card in Modern, a 3 mana staple? Not really. Is it still a card I consider in decks from time to time? Yes. Yeah, I do see that non-highlighted message, Vivid. I'm not even doing it on purpose, but at this point I like literally just tune it out. A friend of mine yesterday was also talking about how good all the commands are in the chat and how the commands are so funny, and he sees them and he laughs all the time. But I don't see them. Whenever I see an exclamation point something, my brain just deletes it. I have no control over that. Ice this? Probably should ice the land, right? Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. Ooh. Yeah, Wall of Roots, activate Tyvar minus, get back Battlements, put another bridge into play. You know, I got a lot of information to process when I'm streaming. I gotta play a freaking match of Magic with walls. I have, you know, I like to answer questions about decks and strategy. So I just like whenever I see a command, my brain's like, I don't need to read that. And it kind of does that for highlighted messages too. Yeah, Tyvar is really, really good in this deck. No. What's cool about Tyvar is it feels like it's like a must-kill card, but it comes back. But like, you know, we also got to bring back an Overgrown Battlements here. It's one of our best cards. Okay, we are one defender away from comboing with Karn here. But I think I'm still going to get my staff anyways. Or like all the time, yeah. Maybe one day. I will likely do another trophy race before I retire, you know. We'll see. There's a chance. Oh, I can get a defender with Karn. Cool. Do you think Tyvar will be good in Yawgmoth? I think Grist is so insane in Yawgmoth. You know, it like very much competes for your attention there. And then like Tyvar also doesn't have much synergy in Yawgmoth, where it lets your 1 mana dorks tap for mana. It doesn't help your Wall of Roots. It doesn't help any other card in the deck, right? Maybe there's like one thing I'm missing that like the static ability helps, but I think to play Tyvar and Yawgmoth, you'd have to like really rework the deck to like play like Devoted Druid Yawgmoth with Tyvar or something like that. Which, you know, sounds kind of neat, but Align Hedron Network is a pretty cool suggestion. I don't know that. Just like I think it's just the problem is like how could Align Hedron Network really be like much better than Bridge, you know? All right, this is every time we get a wall, like we have less clicks to click through. In interest with Malticore going in Esper Wizard Shell. A little bit, yeah. Seems like it makes sense with like the food package. We have a blue-white Malticore Ephemerate deck prepped for the next league. I'm a bit worried about like playing that deck on Titan Thursday, where like Titan and Tron are like your 2 worst matchups by a lot. We got some dispatches, I guess. It'd probably just be okay. Number of clicks you need to do. This is like no clicks at all compared to Acerak combo. I'm in vacation mode from the dark pool. Usually I live in the dark pool, but today we're swimming in the do you want these back or no?
Oh, I will need them back actually for the gym. Found your headphones.
What else you need? Isn't the gym like 7 hours or?
It says 6, which is not 7 hours away. It's
6.5 hours.
6.5.
So I can keep using these?
Sure.
Thank you.
You really like them.
Love them.
I might.
How do you actually end the game? Karn for Ballista. So the combo gives you infinite mana, infinite life, infinite cards, and with infinite mana, infinite cards, you can cast anything in your deck, including Karn for Ballista. Any Dark Souls today? Maybe. Maybe. So I think what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm gonna take my usual break after the stream, prep for tomorrow, and then I think I want to finish the run that we started on Tuesday. I want to finish it off stream, just for a little bit of practice, and then likely try to get the Dark Souls streams back tomorrow, or maybe start them again during Saturday's challenge. But we'll be getting like maybe fully back into it next week. We'll see. I haven't played Bloodborne. I can't play any of the other Souls games until I beat the Dark Souls no hit run. Found Boros Heliod had rough Yawgmoth matchup, so I cut the sideboard chalices for 2 rip. Any other ways to improve the matchup? Rest in Peace is not nearly as good a sideboard against Yawgmoth as Grafdigger's Cage or Pithing Needle would be. So if your goal is to target specifically those matchups, I would recommend those cards. Grafdigger's Cage is the best card against Yawgmoth, I think, and it's like it sees like almost no play because like Yawgmoth is like the kind of deck that people don't like to sideboard for. Would Tyvar with Mana Dorks like Dryad Arbor work? Dryad Arbor is a pretty bad card, but Tyvar does make it better. I think that you know, we 4-1 with Tyvar Devoted Druid. It was awesome yesterday. I wasn't playing any 1 mana Dorks in the deck because I think the 1 mana Dorks suck. That being said, I think Tyvar and Elves likely still pretty good. We will, I think, play that. That might be tomorrow that we knock that out. I want to play at least one league with it this week. Just a lot to do. Just a lot to do. Would Guardians be a good addition to Cookbook decks? Potentially, yeah. Potentially. They have Ice? Okay, I'm okay just getting Iced here on turn 3. Can only court for 1 if I play the Caretaker here. I guess if I draw Wall of Roots, we can court for more. Dude, how did they know I was drawing Wall of Omens? Good guess. Alright, it's okay. Yeah, not only like yeah, Yawgmoth is so funny because like Yawgmoth almost just like doesn't exist in the mind of a lot of players when evaluating Modern. But it's like people think of Modern, they don't think of like creature combo, but like Yawgmoth is like one of the best decks in the format, and it's just like puts up results really consistently despite not being that popular. It's just so funny to me. Am I surprised that more Invils 5-0s are happening now? Not really, no. The deck's really good, and people are picking it up, and I'm happy, I guess. Yawgmoth seems kind of weak in the meta. I don't know. I mean, the meta's all over the place at the moment. But I think Yawgmoth is like... It is a lot like Hammer Time and a lot like Murktide, that even if the metagame is inhospitable, and Titan is another good example of this, even if the metagame is inhospitable, like, it's still just not a bad choice. And they just have another Ice? What is going on? Okay, I think well, maybe I want to court for Arcades. Let me play this Wall of Omens. I might just cast Tyvar. Okay, I drew an Arcades. Alright, so I guess I'll just play Temple Garden tapped, and then court for Overgrown Battlements. And if they kill my Overgrown Battlements, then I can Tyvar it back. Lord, thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate you. Thoughts on Imperial Mercurial Spelldancer? Very interesting, powerful card for Legacy. Unlikely to see almost any competitive play in Modern. We talked about this a lot, but like the lack of Ragavan and Renin 6 are like two big factors in like even considering Spelldancer in the first place. Like both those cards are banned in Legacy. You can't play Ragavan over Spelldancer like you can in Modern, and it doesn't die to Renin 6 like it does in Modern. Dude, Fury is so bad against creature decks. Also in Legacy, like your 1-mana cantrips are way better. It's like you're much more interested in copying them with Spelldancer's ability, which you're not in Modern. There's a lot more removal in general, but 2-mana creatures are also way easier to protect in Legacy than in Modern with Daze and Force of Will. So it's just kind of like the combination of all of those things that make me think that it's not going to be a card you see that sees play in this format, or like, you know, competitive play, whatever. Okay, so I can still Tyvar after this wall, so we'll play the wall first. Can also attack. We can attack after we wall too, which is always so fun. Ooh, that's a lot of mana. Because I can chord for, if Tyvar resolves, it's a lot of mana, I suppose. But I can chord for something and tap it immediately. So yeah, why don't we just, before I use Tyvar, who needs to attack? Not me. I'm just gonna chord for another Battlements right now. Because I might want to minus my Tyvar. Okay. So this Caretaker could give me the white mana I need for this Wall of Omens. Karn. So I can't quite combo this turn. So I think I'm just going to get a Bulwark and then cast Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, I guess they can still attack through the bridge, huh? That's okay. Above average turn. Spike, do I do annual vacations? No, I'm a streamer. No, and I have not taken like a real like non-magic trip in ever. I'm trying to think if I've ever taken like a real vacation in my entire adult life, because I've either been way too poor to do that or too focused on streaming. Surely I've taken a vacation. Okay, no, let's start. When me and Esther first started dating, we took like a week trip to Colorado. I've taken like a lot of weekend trips, you know. But most of them are like magic, you know. At some point, I will take a vacation in my life, I think. What do we do in Colorado? Crime, mostly. Am I going to play Flesh and Blood? I have some friends that play Flesh and Blood. I don't think I'm very likely to learn anytime soon. My parents one time went to like Orlando without me. I got to watch the house. I killed both Bulwarks, Acades, and the Karn. Not too bad. Still pretty ahead, I think. Obviously need to draw some stuff. Someone to Boseiju their Islet? Did I play an epic party while I was parents were? I played Cube on all of my dad's monitors. It was before leagues were out, so I was like quadruple queuing Vintage Cube. It was awesome. Do we have enough walls in play? Feels like we should have just fetched Staff of Karn last turn. Yeah, probably. I was consumed by the value. Do we want more damage enablers? I mean, I don't think so. We have 8. That seems fine. I don't know. I feel like the deck's chugging along. We're doing well. You know what I mean? Do we not want to keep one draw in hand if we draw Arcades? Well, if we draw Arcades, we just win on the spot, so I don't think it really matters. The game is like immediately over if Arcades resolves. Okay, so this can get me back my Bulwark, which should be a big old W here. You get haste. And you can attack. And you can attack. And you can attack. And you can attack. Is this a common? Oh man. Probably good for Pauper that that card's not a common, huh? And you can attack. It's so funny that I'm attacking for like 50 with an Ensnaring Bridge in play and I have no cards in my hand. Okay, not 50 though. You ever attack? My opponent's at 16 though. My opponent's at 16. I have no cards in my hand. My own Ensnaring Bridge in play. Nice Fury, nerd. Will I try Tyvar and Heliod? I don't think it makes a lot of sense in Heliod. And I like I there was like someone I really wanted to reach out to. But I couldn't follow. Their DMs were locked, so I was thinking I could follow them and we could talk. But I couldn't follow anyone. So weird. Uh-oh. Okay, the Titan players are coming. They're coming for the walls. Yeah, why does it have to be Titan Thursday, the day I pick up Wall Tribal? Why does it have to be Titan Thursday? Alpha Strike. Why is it Titan Thursday today of all days? Maybe we'll play a league. Maybe we should play one more league of Rot Priest. Yeah, if we play more Rot Priest today too, then I've got some sick stuff for tomorrow. We could just keep prepped, and so we'll see if Modern is still all Titan. Modern's Phone and Yarn is good. Now it's a bunch of digital common decks and walls again. I know there's too many walls in this freaking format. Thankfully, the Titan players are here to stop the walls from running rampant in this format. How do you beat Torpor Orb? I wasn't planning on it. Oh no, this deck's actually not that bad against Torpor Orb. Because the Malticore deck is also probably really bad against Titan. Druid is also probably really good against Titan too, but we went 4-1 with Druid. Maybe it's like just the pure race. No, I didn't misspell Ensnaring Bridge again. I'm leaving it up if I did. You know, all three of my siblings were diagnosed with dyslexia. I was diagnosed with dysgraphia. Oh, you got me. I totally thought I misspelled it again. I was going to leave it up. Something in the water, though, making these kids dyslexic. Which is why I only drank Mountain Dew as a kid to avoid it. Yeah, dysgraphia is pretty rare. I have one friend who has it, too. It's kind of, like, hard to describe. Yeah, Dysgraphia gang, rise up, huh? Dysgraphia gang. Our hands are like always a little shaky. I'm gonna keep. This is like kind of the exact hand you need against Titan. We need to draw lands, but I regretted mulliganing a hand like this earlier, so let's keep it this time. I shouldn't have played a land on turn 1. It's just that easy, chat. It's just simply that easy. Okay. So Tyvar's mana neutral. We might as well play the Tyvar out here. Maybe I should have a Damping Sphere. Oh, well, Damping Sphere is kind of messes with my combo, right? Just get a Coating, I think. So I'm returning the Malticore deck so we can play another League of Rot Priest. Well, the thing is, if my opponent had Stronghold there, I was still super dead. We lost to Titan this league too. Titan's really popular. It's very good with Gardens. It was already like a really good deck that people weren't playing. And seemed to be even better with Gardens now. Gardens plus LED for Legacy. So when you copy it, it stays tapped, right? When you go Gardens, copy LED, you have a tapped LED. So that does seem a little bit, like a little bit worse. Is this fine against Murktide's Flyers? I mean, you have like a bunch of Ensnaring Bridges post board. LED doesn't. Oh, LED doesn't tap. I didn't know that. Huh. Never came up when I was playing Ant. That's cool. All right, so we need 3 more defenders here. So I guess I should minus looking for 1 here, and then we can go for the kill if we hit. Cool. So let's go Chord for another Overgrown Battlements. GG, no Boseiju. Alright. Yeah, Urza Echoes a little bit after my time. Alright, so we have a much slower hand this time. My opponent's on a mulligan to 6, though. I think I have to mulligan. I think I need just like a bit more speed. Alright, don't love it. My opponent's on a mulligan to 5, though. We'll keep. Do you think the new Vran could have a chance to sacrifice? No, it only triggers once a turn. If it triggered multiple times, I'd be pretty into it. Assuming we're jumping the same card. Think Gardens can make food better? It could. You know, one thing is like food's mana is already kind of like shaky with being a deck with like lots of pips and 4 Saga. Oh wait, but Gardens does tap for colored mana, but you have to filter, which is not great. Ugh, that's a gross top deck. Oh, I wish I could play that this turn. Yeah, if this was the 2-mana wand, we'd be in much better shape. Can Hammer play Garden? I don't think it probably would be great, but you could play it. Garden to the charge counter deck? I don't know if it would be great. It could be good there. I would have to think about it a bit more. The thing is, like, copying an Everflowing Chalice isn't good. Copying a Power Conduit's okay. So this gives them plus 8 mana for a total of 11, which is enough to transmute for Pact and cast Titan, and I don't think they can kill me though, but I don't really have much outs. Yeah, and 8 key, copying a key is kind of nice. So yeah, maybe Gardens is really good in 8 key, we'll see. What's the combo? Does it need combat? If not, could you turn their land into an artifact pre-combat main phase? They're on Boseiju. Yeah, you don't need combat. You kill them with Ballista when you have infinite mana, so that could have been the better line. Yeah, they should be able to. Okay, so if they get another Growth Chamber in Teleria West, they're 1 short of casting another Titan here. Oh, what? Am I just wrong? I might just be wrong. Well, I think isn't this plus 6 plus 2, which is they need 9. They did it really confidently, so I'm like thinking I'm wrong. Do they have another land drop with Azusa or something? Oh, how? Look at this. This is like the craziest thing about Titan is there are so many games like this where you're just like, wait, aren't they a little bit short? And like after your opponent's taken like 30 game actions, there's just a Grazer in the hand too on their Mold of 5. Like literally, how is there a Grazer in their hand right now? You know what I mean? Like this happens so often. Obviously, they just wait to play it, but it's like how is it there? They're on a Mold of 5. They've taken so many game actions. How do they also have a Grazer? It's so weird. All right, let's go to the next one. Godshadow's still playing Grixis. I'm gonna mulligan this mono 3-drop hand though. Haven't seen Godshadow in a while. Guess I put back the Blossoms. Yeah, I could get a 3-2 prediction on. Or if I do I have any ready to go. What decks have a good Titan matchup? Storm, Ponza, Murktide, Scam. Scam is really good against Titan. I feel like I'm missing a big one. Yeah, Merfolk's probably pretty good against it. Yawgmoth? I didn't think Yawgmoth was good against Titan. I thought it was like kind of close. Could be wrong. With Guardians, it's often much better to hold your Gracious Sensitive after rituals than Lotus Petals. That's good, good advice, yeah. I'm not saying my opponent played wrong. It's just like... it's just always so funny to me. They took Tyvar. Is Storm even a viable strategy? Yeah, not Gift Storm, but some handsome streamer started playing this green-red Storm list that started doing pretty well. And is good against Titan. There's also the Rot Priest Storm deck, which is pretty promising. You will live, Axebane Guardian, you're going to live. Does Dodge drown? I feel like I'm missing one big one as far as like good Titan matchups. Okay, what's wrong with blocking like this? Not much. Like team, like dress down, but I kind of want to block like this if they have dress down anyways. You still think Spellskite is better than Abletron than 3 utility lands? I feel like Spite is almost irrelevant in game 1. I don't feel like it's almost always irrelevant in game 1, but I have liked it, yeah. I haven't played a ton with it though. I'm not like 100% confident. Bolt themselves, deal. I would much rather the bolts go at my opponent than at my precious, precious Axebane Guardian. Yes, I'll take a Tyvar. And I'll block, I think. Ooh, that's a big Scourge. 1 mana short right now of casting an Ensnaring Bridge. What is my opponent tanking on? Dude, how do they tank on Heating Axebane Guardian? Alright, it's bad. So I have to go like Tyvar minus into Wall of Roots so I can Chord for 1. I guess that's Chord for 1 is not great. Wall of Blossoms into Chump Chump. Neither are very good. Does Shinobi have a D&T guide? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I haven't done one. How long am I streaming for today? We'll see. Probably around 6 hours. So like 3 more hours. I think I really have any outs. I guess, yeah, let's go to game. Well, I guess my opponent will see where they attack. Yeah, we can just go to game 2. Need to bring in a bunch of bridges, though. Then I think I might just go down on Caretakers in general. Turn off the bolts for the most part. How's the Texas weather? It's like okay today, but it's been like really shitty and like cold and icy for a while. But the last couple days have been okay. Do you have plans to stream the RCQ format with the system starts or streaming whatever I'm interested in? Yeah, it's just streaming whatever I'm interested in. Like, I don't know. For me, at least, the key to content creation has you know, go where my heart is and build decks I'm interested in rather than this is the RCQ format. I have to build and play in the RCQ format, and it's, you know, it's Modern Monday and Pioneer Tuesday and John Wednesday, and we do the same thing every week until my soul shrivels up. This has been like a much better way to do it, and like Modern has just been like the sickest for a long time. It's really, really interesting right now. We'll see, we'll see. Bring in Chalice. Don't hate it. Yeah, I actually like it a lot. Oh no, a little too late. Wait for game 3. Oh, this we could have the Chalice too. I mean, it's not terrible to have this instead. Titan Tuesday. Yeah. I don't know, that kind of structure like does work for other content creators, so I'm not, you know, knocking it, but for me at least it's not my path to success, I think. Ragavan. Dang. I could have been a Chalice. So close to being a Chalice. That's on me. I feel Just Guy Phoenix has been in the meta outside the Surge of Titan today. I think before it probably would have been pretty good. It's like horrible against Titan though, so it's like now likely terrible. Any cards I want to have tested? Yeah, there's a bunch. Like there's the green-white Malticore. I have a deck prepped for that. I have a deck prepped for like I have 8 squirrels prepped, but we might get to both of those tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Just playing Karn here. I haven't tested the artifact copy land. No, because like I mean, it like obviously goes in Titan, and as you may be aware, the Modern community is currently going nuts about that card in Titan, and it just does, yeah, at least as far as like the community goes. I don't think we need another streamer testing Gardens. But Garden seems really sick, and I think that if I even played like a whole week of Vikings and Gardens and Titan, I don't know that I would ever come to a conclusion that's not, yeah, Titans is pretty sick, or Gardens is pretty sick. Titan's a really good deck. Titan's also a deck that like has had like not a lot of hate in sideboards for it lately too, so we'll see how metagame adjusts. But here's the 8 scroll deck. Maybe it's not what you're expecting, but it's the Oni Cult Anvil deck, which we actually like narrowly missed a 5-0 with not too long ago, but with Exuberant Fuseling over the 1 mana artifact goes to the yard, drain your or ping your opponent for 1, which is kind of like, so now you get to play 8 Ravenous Squirrels, which I think is pretty cool. Bitter Blossom, let's freaking go, huh? Hits me instead of Karn. Interesting. So I think I want to go Tyvar into Bridge. And we might as well... I think... Yeah, this is mana neutral to grab this. Maybe it's not important that it's mana neutral. Seems fine to grab, though. Probably not going to lose to Bitter Blossom. Is Dryad playable Tyvar? I mean, like, kind of, yeah. But it's like, I don't know. I still don't think you want to play Dryad Arbor and Elves. I don't know. There's maybe a deck that wants it, though. Alright, kills Tyvar. Pretty sure we just cast Arcades. Don't have enough white to Arcades and wall. Oh, a little stuck here. Ooh, getting drowned. So will my opponent stop me from activating Karn with their Bitter Blossom, or will my opponent hit me for 1? Probably hits Karn, because they could just attack for lethal next turn, probably. Does not do that. Pretty surprised. Just get a Ballista. get explosives on 0, which is like better against drown, because then if they do that, then I can still. Well, I guess Karn Ballista won't save me at that point, huh? I can go Karn for Haywire to survive. Yeah. So let's get explosives. So if they have drown, I can still survive. Okay, they don't have drown. Ooh, wow, Tyvar is nuts. So we cast Tyvar, cast Axebane, cast another Karn. Can't quite combo. Anyway, for me to not die to Lightning Bolt, I guess I could just Chalice on one. Need to sack this explosives first, I guess. Interesting turn. Again, I was playing around drown by grabbing the explosives first. This concession lag? Some kind of lag. Now we wait. Funny enough, we might be able to kill them like Ballista, like Ballista for 6 here, and then like they died a Bitter Blossom. I guess you could also minus Tyvar combo with Elixir too. Ragavan is definitely better against us though once we've cut all our one drops. Flumph? What does Flumph do again? I remember there was one chatter who was like obsessed with Flumph and Narset. 04, dealt damage, you and target opponent each draw a card. That seems pretty bad. Yeah, they're like really obsessed with like curving Flumph into Narset. I loved it. It was awesome. Good old Fogbank. I don't know. Like Ensnaring Bridge is probably better than Fogbank for the most part. Fogbank's probably pretty good against Murktide. I don't know. It's not. It actually dies to all their burn spells. Like being kind of resilient to burns are nice. Clyde with the freaking tin pack. You got a gifted sub from Clyde, which is like everybody at this point. Make sure to thank him. Been a pretty hype season. Lots of gift subs lately. And then one more, so I guess we must be one-upping somebody, right? So actually, we should go Tyvar minus cast Wall of Blossoms. Yeah, back on top. Who was on top before? Chant? Chant? A bitter race, huh? Where, I'm the only winner. Dude, Tyvar is so sick. Tyvar is so good. I could play this deck all day. But I won't. We've got other things to do. Especially on this like Titan Thursday. I don't know why notifications are so loud. They might. I'll turn them off though. Don't usually like let them go too long. No! They always have it! They always have it, like right on time. What is wrong with them? How? They just have it. So if I go Chord of Calling for 2, 6 mana, 9 mana. Chord of Calling for 2, 6 and Overgrown Battlements, then I can just play 2 bridges. Seems fine. Oh, maybe I should have corded for 3, because maybe we could have played Arcades. Well, too late now. Although, I can still go, actually, I can go cord for 3. Into Axebane Guardian, into... I can play Arcades Bridge or just Bridge. Boop, 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 sorry. I have 8 mana. I think we'll just go Bridge. Not a bad turn. My opponent does have better Blossom in play, though. We can't quite Alpha Strike here, but can cast our Arcades. They need to like explosives on 3, I guess. Can cash in Tyvar for 2 cards next turn if I want. Kind of the worst draw. 1, 2, another Tyvar. Bitter Blossom, mana positive, and a draw 2. Right, we can combo now. Concession lag. Alright, so back-to-back 3/2s with walls. I like this deck. It seems like it is a horrible Titan matchup. 2 of our losses were to Titan. We didn't beat Titan once, but my opponent also messed up, so it could have easily been another loss. So, as soon as Tyvar is, like, Tyvar walls are good, we seem to be entering a metagame where Titan is very popular. We've already played against it for 40% of our matches. So I think with that being the case, what I want to do is play another Rot Priest. Could a sideboard Norm be worth it for Titan? I mean, that's...